Welcome to our International Student Brief. Today, we kick off with some big news from the US. The government is rolling back the abrupt termination of legal status for over 1,200 international students, following court challenges and legal pressure. Many students faced sudden visa issues without proper process, but now their records are being reinstated or kept active, and future policies are being developed to handle such cases more fairly. It's a win for students and legal advocates fighting for their rights. Next up, in Australia, the government's new plan to limit international student numbers and hike visa fees has stirred up quite a storm. Critics say these policies could hurt regional universities and the local economy, especially in areas like Federation University. While the government argues it's to ease housing pressures, many worry it might do more harm than good, shrinking opportunities for international students and regional skill development. Finally, tensions between the US and China are casting a shadow over international education and real estate. President Trump's conflicts with Harvard and stricter visa policies are causing uncertainty, and the decline in Chinese students is seen as a risk to US soft power and the economy. Meanwhile, Asian and European markets might see some benefits if US risks lead to shifts in global investment. Stay tuned as these stories continue to unfold. Please continue to watch for more detailed updates. The South China Morning Post reports a recent reversal in U.S. immigration policy concerning international students, highlighting how the Biden administration is stepping back from the aggressive record terminations initiated during the Trump era. Initially, over 1,200 students faced sudden visa revocations and status terminations, often without prior notice, causing chaos for students and institutions alike. However, government lawyers have announced that ICE is developing a new policy to manage SEVIS record terminations more systematically, promising that affected students' records will be reactivated or remain active until the new policy is implemented. This move comes after numerous lawsuits challenged the abrupt terminations, which many students argued lacked due process, especially since some records were revoked based on criminal checks or minor infractions unrelated to national security concerns. The ongoing legal battles reveal the extent of the confusion and the administrative chaos caused by the earlier crackdown, with many students left in limbo, uncertain of their future in the US. Meanwhile, the Australian Broadcasting Corporation discusses the political controversy surrounding the proposed cap on international student enrollments under opposition leader Peter Dutton's plan. The proposal aims to reduce international student numbers by 30,000 annually and increase visa application fees, a move criticized as potentially damaging to regional communities and the broader Australian economy, which relies heavily on international education contributions. International students, who number over 200,000 and are a vital part of the country's tertiary sector, face the prospect of higher costs and limited access, threatening to divert high-achieving students toward countries like Canada and the US instead. Critics, including university officials and union leaders, argue that the policy is misleading and short-sighted, risking job cuts and community destabilization, especially in regional areas where universities depend on international enrollments for growth and development. The SCMP opinion piece underscores the broader geopolitical and educational ramifications of Trump's confrontational stance towards Harvard and the wider U.S. higher education system. The Trump administration's efforts to pressure Harvard over curriculum and hiring policies, coupled with the revocation of visas for over 1,000 international students, have created an atmosphere of uncertainty and distrust. These measures have not only strained U.S.-China relations but also threatened to diminish the global reputation of American universities as diverse and inclusive institutions. The crackdown has led to fears of a decline in international student numbers, particularly from China and India, which are crucial for U.S. universities' financial health and soft power influence. As the U.S. risks losing its competitive edge in international education, other countries may seize the opportunity to attract talent, potentially altering the landscape of global higher education and diminishing the U.S.'s long-standing role as a leader in fostering international academic exchange. In the South China Morning Post, the narrative vividly captures how the escalating U.S. trade tensions and political instability are casting a shadow over America's real estate market. Despite its reputation as a global safe haven, the U.S. is experiencing a decline in foreign tourism, international student enrollments, and foreign home purchases, with recent data revealing the lowest foreign home buying levels on record. The article underscores that the U.S.'s appeal is waning due to concerns over governance, policy unpredictability, and the erosion of the dollar's safe haven status, which could potentially benefit more stable markets in Europe and Asia. Yet, it emphasizes that the U.S.'s market remains unparalleled in depth and liquidity, with a significant share of global commercial property investments still anchored there. The market has already absorbed shocks from the pandemic and rising interest rates, and while risks are mounting, the US's unique institutional strengths and market size continue to underpin its resilience, even as other countries like Singapore and Australia tighten their foreign buyer policies amidst their own housing pressures. The Australian Broadcasting Corporation paints a compelling picture of rapid population growth driven by migration, highlighting how communities like Melton in Melbourne's west have become melting pots of diversity, with new migrants seeking affordable housing and good schools. However, this growth has strained infrastructure, leading to congestion and public transport challenges. The debate over immigration's role in Australia's housing crisis is intense, with some arguing that high migration levels exacerbate affordability issues, while others contend that the core problem lies in decades of underbuilding and inefficient housing stock. The article also explores local sentiments, revealing that many Australians feel their communities are reaching capacity, with some suburbs declaring themselves full. Despite these tensions, migrants like Sania Khan speak passionately about the vibrant, multicultural communities they've helped build, emphasizing that sustainable migration, coupled with strategic urban planning, is essential for balancing growth and maintaining quality of life. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.